Hello. I just want to let you know that as of November 15th, 2018, I want to try to talk about other subject matters than the case in Chicago. So, I wanted to try this YouTube to kind of promote a little bit of positivity. For the last year and a half, I've been focusing on murder mysteries and, negativity. So, what I want to do, the reason why I'm showing you boxes and stuff, not that I'm, but this is box because I'm actually going to be revamping my room and turning it into my office space. So, I'm showing you this because I wanted to start talking about how to start a nonprofit, and I'm going to give you a little history. So, about 2 years ago, yeah, excuse me, I had to revamping my room. Sorry, turned into an office. But about 2 years ago, I started a nonprofit. And what I did was, I was a returning adult student. I'm in my late 40s. So I returned back to school after, having family and life and decided to focus on my education. I love education. Can't you see? So, what I decided to do was start a nonprofit. I went to my professor and I said, listen, I really need to get out of school. How can I cut down my time? They talked about life skills, experiences, things of that nature. So I said, fine, sounds good. What can I do? So I immediately registered for class, started taking classes to move all the way forward. I was into my senior year because I returned back, going into my junior, and got into my senior year and decided to start a mobile educational program. So, what I did was I put together a proposal to start a GED program, but it's no longer, well, there's GED and then there's a new program called HiSET. So, what I did was I started off as the mobile GED program, going to housing projects only in my communities, okay, in the city that I live in. And what I would do was partner with the housing development for that site or location, and they would offer me a host site where I would share space to make a makeshift school. So now you see I have all my files and all. Like I said, I just cleaned my office out yesterday. And I'm going to be coming here because I have two new sites added on. And like I said, I deal with high risk population, mainly at risk youth and gang members who are restricted due to territorial issues and cannot come out of their boundaries, which is their housing development, to get a quality HiSET program or GED program. So I became qualified and I put together curriculums with some professionals here in my state. And we focus on how to minimize GED but make it effective, how to allow the resident, which is the student, to become resourceful with tools, and how to obtain this HiSET diploma. So, to tell you all of that quick story is that, listen, in the next couple of weeks, I am going to start actually recording, not in the next couple of weeks, in the next couple of days, I'm going to record my journey. 2 years ago, like I said, I started the program. I'm going into my third year in March, and I have been to the State House to talk about funding and education and how, even though I promote HiSET and GED, my main focus is to keep a person in high school to get a high school diploma. I mean, that is the main focus. But I do take the children or the young adults who are not able to stay in school, and I give them the curriculum that fits their learning ability, and I'm giving them quality, study time and tutorial time and material that will prep them and pre-test and so forth, so they're not lacking a traditional school setting or a traditional school learning atmosphere, but what they will lack is that they will not be in a setting to do it. Yes, my LSATs, I am studying on the side for LSATs for next year though, so I have time. So don't worry. I don't want to overload myself. Again, I'm going to be talking about how to start a nonprofit. I went to my local city, to my state um, department, and filed my articles of organization. I got my EIN number. Once I did that, I put together, well, of course, you need your board. So I had a regular board, and then I had an advisory board. And then I filed my documents. Currently in the process of doing phase 2, which is tax exempt, because I have a fiscal agent at this time, which is someone who's already tax exempt, who has a 1023 form. If they've been in services for about 10 years with a good background. So I'm going to partner with them for about 6 months, and then hopefully all my documentation will come through and be processed. So again, I want to know if you guys are going to join me on this journey to see how this nonprofit goes. I am going to be meeting with some foundations here in my state to talk about big money. I am also looking to collaborate my program with a part 2 that I have to make it an effective quality education overall school. So my overall goal down the line is to have me a school. Okay? So I am going to be checking on with you guys in a couple of days so you can see my process. And again, I'm going to be taking you to meetings. I am going to be taking you when I go meet some of my students. But there will be, I would have to basically have, some privacy, um, set up for them so their faces is not disclosed. But they're willing to talk about their experience with me and some of the things they're going to do. I also work with pre-release youth from DYS. I have one now. He just got out. He's working on his GED. We're talking about starting a real estate company because he wants to flip property. Isn't that amazing? So I have another one. 2 brothers. They're actually working with me. They just got into my program in the last 72 hours, and we have big things for them. But prior to that, I've worked with over 15 gang members here in my state, converting them to allow them to get their high set diploma, but also converting them to other areas of the industry. So one started a t-shirt company, another one started their own landscaping company. I have another one now. He has started a sports academy. That was a very, very important project for me to see that person do what he did, because this person has officially came from the streets, have actually did some time in jail, but also was shot. And to see the transition and to know that I helped him with that journey, it was great pride in myself. Really, really great pride I held for him. So stay in tune, stay intact. I'm going to be going live. I'm doing recording because I am nervous. And my coach told me I have to go live at least once a week. So that is going to be my goal for the remaining 2018, is to be more sociable, to not be so fearful of going live. And I just hope you guys work with me. Here's my card. It's a little small, but so you gotta excuse all that. So I'm gonna be taking things out of my room and setting up office space in there, and also I have a space over here in my living room that is gonna be my files in my library. Again, stick with me through this journey. Hopefully, you guys get information. We can start your own nonprofit. Wouldn't that be something good? Start your own nonprofit. Like I said, I am going to go through the phases starting tomorrow, about the steps that I went through to get me to where I'm at the point where I will be seeking funding, grant level funding, and also donations in general to help the remaining students that I have coming on. and also to support the additional program that I added. And I'll talk to you about that later down the line, but there is called a push program that I started, and it's a really great program, and it's a kind of a shortcut manner, but effective, but also quality as far as the learnings, tools, and resources. Again, stick with me. I hope you enjoy my journey. I'm going to be showing myself in my meetings and things like that. I've been actually dipping and dabbing with the politicians here in my state to get information about the other levels of education when it comes to laws, policies, bills. I want to get more in depth with that, being that I love education. I want to kind of be educated about all that information all across the board. So you actually will be with me when I go back to some of the meetings in reference to improving education, but also getting funding for what I have to help the population that is in risk, not at risk. These people are in risk. These people are in trouble. These people that I deal with are the shooters and the movers and the shakers who want to put down the gun and truly pick up a book. Believe it or not, it's not a cliche. This is truly reality that I'm experiencing. I do have nervous issues at times, but also I pray on it, and I know that I'm there wholeheartedly to help improve a human being. So I have to go because I have to start getting things in order. Because you can see my hall is a mess. I just started pulling things out to kind of redirect things and start organizing. So as I go on, you'll start to see me build the office more, and then you can kind of give me some input about what I should keep, what I shouldn't, furniture wise, all of those things. Okay. Talk to you soon. Here's my official program. My location has changed because I'm actually here now, and I'm working out of hopefully well, right now it's 2 sites. Just added 3. Well, the 3rd site got added on today, and looking to close 2 more sites by the end of December, no later than January. All right, thanks for your time. Talk to you soon.